What's going on, guys? Indy here with Ultimate Tour Review. So we are at Lowe's, surprisingly, and this is all new here. This isn't really the front gift center here, but it's kind of like one of the front centers, and we have all Carhartt here now. This used to be, of course, pressure washers and fans and other stuff like that, but now it's going to be all Carhartt now, which is kind of interesting. I know Carhartt's got a really good reputation, and it's at a few Lowe's near me, but not all of them, but I think we might see it hit nearly all of them. I bought a few pieces of Carhartt shirts off Amazon, and it's kind of the same pricing here. The nice thing is, of course, you get 5% if you have a Lowe's credit card, which is cool. I will say with Carhartt, just if you guys want to buy some, I say buy one size smaller than you normally need, unless you, of course, are layering it if you're up north after looking for warmth there. But it kind of always came in about one size larger than what I need. So I got my 2 cents there. I think it's pretty good quality stuff from what I've seen, and it's at Lowe's now, so that's wild. So let's go see what we got for tools now and see what's new. Okay, this is kind of cool, and I don't know why they're doing this, but we have Project Source here with a monster amount of tools. Let's see here. Is this lifetime warranty? I am going to doubt it, but I mean, I might guess here. If you don't know what Project Source is, Project Source is basically like the low-end kind of house brand for Lowe's. You're going to see like in the paint section, I see a lot of Project Source stuff. Where Kobalt is definitely their house brand. It's like the mid-range house brand. I'll call Kobalt like a very mid-range type of brand. It's not like Ryobi, which I think is like the entry level really at Home Depot, where this is definitely aiming for, this is going to be the entry level here too. So I don't really know why they're doing this, especially at the price points. I mean, $45 here for some ratcheting wrench sets. I mean, just go to Harbor Freight at that point, right? So I don't know what they're doing here exactly, and it's pretty similar. I mean, look at this. This is pretty much, Kobalt stuff here. That's got to be almost the exact same stuff. Very similar price points anyway as the Craftsman and Kobalt. Now, my big question is, though, is how many brands at Lowe's do we need exactly? Because I feel like Craftsman was kind of the low end, kind of competing with Kobalt here. Because what I'm saying that for is we got Craftsman here. I just walked down and, turned the corner here on the aisle. We got Craftsman here. They also, of course, added in Klein now, too. So we got Klein, Kobalt, Project Source. It's getting kind of crazy here at Lowe's. I don't know how many brands they're going to need exactly here. And I mean, I just walked right now, no cut here, just walked from here, and I was able to see all 4 brands almost in the same exact area. We are seeing, of course, a couple of clearance deals here. Nothing too crazy, a couple of Craftsman clearance deals right now, which they're kind of just meh, nothing to really even bother with, $129 down to $116. You're saving $13, nothing crazy there. Here's what the biggest one is, $189 down to $170, almost $20 there, Nothing crazy here, nothing really worth looking at until it drops again in price a bit more, but yeah, it's nothing wild or anything right now. Just a couple little, 10% off stuff, at most. So nothing crazy that we're seeing here. Of course, I think we're seeing kind of the outcome here of a lot of these Kobalt toolboxes, unfortunately. So some of the colors are still here. I like the teal, actually. I haven't seen this one. And they also have what is this? The base that they're calling it. Yeah, the base. It's got 3 drawers instead of 2. So you, of course, can stack it. You want to make like a little bit taller of a toolbox, which is kind of cool. And that's the first time I've seen that. But on the other side, they've got like a ton of pink ones left. They got a lot of stuff left, of course. So we got a screwdriver here from Bosch, Fuel Things here, screwdriving sets. I love the Bosch bits. Easily my best bits I've ever used. I would say Bosch is number 1. Makita, Milwaukee, DeWalt kind of tied for number 2. I do prefer the Makita stuff a lot. I tried out the Metabo HPT. Some guys are telling me that Metabo HPT isn't that great for bits. I kind of just think they're so-so. I mean, I've broken a couple of them by now. But I wouldn't say they're like bad. I wouldn't say they're good. So they're kind of just really just average, in my opinion. They're kind of just, kind of lukewarm. So really. A couple of new miter saws here. I've been kind of complaining about that in the last few videos. I found a couple of new miter saws. We'll get to those in just a second here. They're on end cap. But again, this is all pretty much the same here. No new miter saws on this side. I'd like to see some new Metabo HPT miter saws here, and I wish they would have some other battery ones here, which would be awesome to see. They do not have any battery miter saws in store. I don't know why. That would make a ton of sense. They're pushing the 36 volt stuff here pretty heavy, but no battery miter saws. So I don't know why they're doing that. That would help out a lot if they wanted to do that. But let's walk over here, see what else we got going on with DeWalt and Metabo. And of course, Kobalt is here. Let's see, any new deals from Kobalt? Not really. These are just the usual $99 deals we're going to see. We are approaching holiday time, so pretty excited for that. See if we got some new deals coming in. Little cheat sheet, guys. If you're looking for hand tools, it's going to be Lowe's, usually wins every year. Looking for power tools, usually Home Depot wins every year. So that's usually what happens. And usually I can walk through them both, kind of see what's going on. I'd say the last 2 years I gave it to Lowe's actually for the best deals on the majority of the stuff. Last 2 years I spent the majority of my money at Lowe's. Not very much. I spent like $150. At Lowe's wasn't a lot. But Home Depot's been really slipping the last couple of years. They used to be getting like almost all my money when they had some massive tool deals, all the BOGO stuff, But we found some leaks already from the tool deals right now, and it looks pretty so that's unfortunate. You want to check out my last video, I went into those a little bit here. Of course, we got some of the new multi-volt batteries from Metabo HPT. A little expensive, like to see those in a kit instead, but you know what, they got them here, so that's kind of cool. We actually have the new T-Power batteries here, which are cool. That's going to be the, what are those called again? Something with the new flat cell, something like that, batteries, tabless batteries, I think that is. $189 each for those. I did a couple tests on those. They do perform quite a bit better. Are they worth $200 for picking up? Well, you can decide on that one, but I think they are worth it for what they are. But in most everyday use, are you going to notice that difference? Probably not. So that's kind of my 2 cents on that one. Let's see what we got for Bosch, Flex, and Metabo HPT. I wish there was more Metabo HPT happening right now. This is sad because look at this. There's not a single triple hammer impact up here at all. We got the low-end stuff. We got the mid-range stuff here. They got the same 2 drills up here. There's not even a single hammer drill up here at all. It's like, what kind of display is this? I really wish that these brands that make awesome tools would show off the awesome tools. It's kind of crazy that they don't have that up here. Let's see here. Do we even have a hammer drill in stock down here? Or even a triple hammer? No, we don't. Okay. That is kind of weird. I don't know why that is. You can usually check up on top to find more stuff here. Let's see here. They might have something up there, but man, they have a really low stock of Metabo HPT right now. I do not know why that is. There's always been the rumor, of course, like Metabo HPT is leaving Lowe's, Flex is leaving Lowe's. These are usually never true, of course. And some stores are going to stock less, some stores are going to stock more, just kind of based on demand in the local area. Flex, again, no deals. Flex could do pretty well if they really just, tighten down, some of their quality control. Some of their stuff was not so great when it first released. And of course, offer some deals, every year I was hoping to see Flex would do like some kind of, buy the 2-pack of batteries, get a BOGO deal kind of thing, like you'd see at Home Depot. They don't do that. So that's kind of what's really holding them back, is they're not really paying attention to the deals that sell every year, and they're kind of just doing their own thing, which unfortunately, that's not really how you move tools. You got to get some action out there, get some excitement. But look at this, no deals right now. Metabo HP isn't doing any deals either, but if you want to be a brand like DeWalt, Milwaukee, Makita, or even Metabo HPT, you got to offer some deals. They're not doing it. We do have this deal going on right now. It's an okay deal. So you get a free battery when you get a select tool. They do have the mid torque up there. They've got a ratchet up there. We got a nice grinder, XR grinder. Kind of weird, we have 2 circular saws up there. We got a 6.5 and then we have 7.25. Man, go for the 7.25. Brushless XR, that's pretty sweet. Miter saw, that's sweet. Actually, where's that miter saw? That'd be the 695180. Believe it or not, check out this deal here. I think this is, no, neither of these, okay. So I'm not sure which miter saw that would be. Wish they had that somewhere nearby, but anyways, I got these new XR miter saws here, of course, 20 volt, so you can plug in a battery. That's cool though. But I wish I had the miter saw out here. It'd be kind of cool to see which one that is. Here's your free batteries, here's your tools. Curious how much that impact wrench up to, 280. Man, that is an expensive one there. Wow. And it's not even a high torque. That's wild. But yeah, that's some new deals, guys. That is going on here with DeWalt. Here's the contractor area here. That's not a bad deal. $10 for a Klein Tools fastback knife. Are they actually they're calling it a flick blade. I was thinking fastback like Milwaukee. I was thinking to myself, I'm like, isn't that term copyrighted by Milwaukee? They can't use that. Let's see here. Made in Vietnam, so not made in China. Is there any warranty on this stuff? That's the crazy thing is, it's one thing that's kind of kept me from Klein Tools is there is no mention of a warranty on the back of here at all. You know, one of the biggest things, and I was talking with actually a brand rep today about, you know, they were asking like, hey, what do you think we could do, you know, for this holiday season? What are things people looking for? And I said, right now, everyone is, you know, tighter on money right now, and warranties are big, big, big. You know, if you're going to spend money on something, you want a warranty on it, whether it's, you know, a new truck, a new thing of tools, new boots, new pants, you know, stuff like that. You know, I'm actually doing a long-term test review of a lifetime warranty belt I got in 2 years ago. I'm in year 2 out of 3 of that test right now on it. So far, so good, you know, and it's a big thing right now. People don't want to spend money on something that's going to break, you know, in 6 months to a year. They want something that's going to last a bit longer right now. So having a warranty, it's a big thing right now. Kind of a cool deal right here. 20 volts kit here, 3 tools, not bad deal. Impact drill in there. You get 2 batteries, a charger, both 2 5-ampere batteries, and a circular saw for $420. I mean, not a bad deal. We might see that deal actually get a little bit hotter at Home Depot as we get the holiday deals. It might be down to like $3.99. They usually do the $400 drill impact kits, and then plus a free tool. Usually a circular saw is part of that. So that could be a good deal. It could not be a good deal until we see more of the DeWalt Home Depot deals happening right now. But guys, that's pretty much it that I've got for you today at Lowe's. Nothing too crazy happening right now, but it's really going to go crazy here in the next month or so as we start getting those holiday deals start dropping. They're going to be online, in store. It's going to be pretty wild here pretty quick, guys. So buckle up. That'll be pretty fun, guys. And I'll see you guys in a bit. Take care, guys. Stay safe out there.